It's time for the One Bar and Lupica Show, bringing you anything and everything Minnesota Vikings.
Welcome to professional football.
All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupica Show. We're going to continue digging into these undrafted free agents one by one. And in this episode, we're talking about Baylor linebacker Blake Lynch. And before we get into him, remember, subscribe to the channel, like the video, because we're going to be bringing these hot and heavy. So Blake Lynch, man, this is going to be a tough one. So Blake Lynch didn't really have an off season. He wasn't invited to the combine. Obviously, his pro day was canceled. So he's kind of a little bit of a mystery, but makes him even more of a mystery is everything he's done at Baylor throughout his time there. He has started at 5 different positions: cornerback, linebacker, safety, wide receiver, and running back. And he didn't only start at those positions. I mean, they were giving him carries. He was making receptions as a receiver before he made the switch over to defense. So that has to speak hugely to his athletic ability. And that is what everybody loves about him. He's 6'3", 225. So he comes in his freshman year, plays 11 games, starts at wide receiver and running back. His sophomore year, he gets some more starts at receiver, and they bump him over to cornerback. So he's on the officially a defender now. And junior year, bounces around from linebacker to safety. And then his senior year, he gets all 14 starts at linebacker. So his senior year, this past year, was the first time he actually got a full season at one position. And you know what? He did pretty damn good considering. So this past year at linebacker, 3.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, quite a few tackles, 68 tackles, I think it was. So this guy, what the Vikings drafted him for, my guess, is for linebacker, a linebacker that can maybe bump back and do some other things, maybe play safety. Like I said, he's got athletic ability. Zimmer just probably looks at him as a fun little toy to play with and see what can come out of it, because he's going to be about as raw as they come, especially if they keep him at linebacker. So Blake Lynch will come in. What he's got going for him is the fact that the Vikings do need a lot of help at the depth for linebacker, because we lost a couple of guys. You know, we drafted some guys this year, but Blake Lynch, he's got practice squad written all over him at best, I see. But it's going to be fun to see what they do with him, considering he's kind of done it all. And I just got to ramble off a couple more stats before I bolt here. I mean, even as a freshman, he had 34 receptions, 404 yards receiving, and 3 touchdowns, and a handful of carries. I mean, he had 12 rushes, and that just speaks to how much of an athlete he is. So Blake Lynch, welcome to the Vikings. We'll see what Zimmer has up his sleeve for you.